So what's a good way to create a instrumental for a vocalist or for yourself? A lot of producers get stuck with loops and drum beats and beats or whatever, and they really struggle to create the end track, which is, you know, the thing that producers are born to do, create music. And so I'm here to show you a technique which I think can help you guys with creating a full track. So let's get started. And all I've done is I've downloaded just a random vocal. And what I'm going to do is going to create a song around the vocal. And when the song's completed, I'm going to take the vocal out and use it.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true.
We know it's synced up because it's got the right BPM there, and we've got 125. I don't like my songs to go too much faster than that. We'll just take just a standard drum loop. I'm going to just get rid of some of the body of it, just make it a bit more punchy.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won.
I'm just going to copy that across the whole song for now. We can take that away later.
You, but I don't make afford.
Okay, so we know it syncs. It's got a beat, which is always a good start. And then the next thing you want to do is use a tool called Scalar. Okay, so Scalar is awesome for quick creation of chords. So let's bring in a VST3 instance of it. Yeah, I definitely don't use Captain Chords. I mean, I hardly ever use it. Sometimes I do go to it, but Scalar is the dog's bollocks. And actually there's an update, there's an upgrade that I should be downloading actually. This is 2.4 version. This is not that. This is another version. All I'm going to do is going to get some standard sort of EDM chords. So this is E flat major 7th, kind of close. It's not the same, right? So we can just use any of those chords. Let's just bring them all in actually. So we're going to select them. It's always a challenge doing that. Yep, there you go. So I'm just going to select them all. I'm going to bring them into, make them bigger. Just do it a couple times. So what we're doing now is we're doing a sketch pad for the song. So we're going to go into operator, and I'm using operator because it is piano keys. It is just low latency, so it's just easier. Okay, so that's too fast. I'm going to make that a bit bigger again. The other thing I forgot to do is because it's an E flat, isn't it? Let me just check Scalar again. Is this an E flat? The actual track itself is in E major. That means we want to raise it by a semitone. So let's just go into Midi Effects. And it's pretty easy. You just go into Midi Effects, go in here. You know it's an E flat, so you just raise it by, I think, by a semitone. Let's just bring that out a bit.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won. Say I miss you, but I don't make an afford. I know that you dream of having me in your arms.
I mean, that song's basically written itself. That is incredible. That doesn't normally work that fast, but you know, it's Scalar. Scalar is just ridiculously useful. So even though it's in E flat, we've just quickly made it E. That seems to have worked. So on the bass notes, I'm just going to literally copy this into here. So it's a bass. I've already attached the pitch +1 in there. I'm just going to take the basic bass notes, fold. Just take the lowest ones. We want to kick. We want a sidechain, so just use a Kickstart plugin. I want a sidechain on that bass.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won.
I'm going to get a plugin called Transient Master. I'm just going to bring that in. I'm going to tame the attack. It's just too punchy. In fact, there's just reduce the sustain as well. You guessed it. The next step is to start using proper sounds. So I'm going to take these low CPU sounds, I'm going to replace them with good high CPU sounds, and let's start with the pads, the pianos. I'm going to use Diva, my favorite of all plugins. If you don't have it, spend $150, get it. It's just ridiculously good. So I'm going to now copy the MIDI into Diva. Now Diva is CPU intensive, so you can click on this multi-core button. Okay, so what you want to do with Diva is you want to automate the filter. So just open up that beautiful filter. So we start nice and low. We're going to go 4 bars. Put a nodule here. Just going to increase the frequency. So let's just hear that how it sounds. Probably too much, so we're just going to go up to there. I just know that the first one, I'm going to rename this, has automation, and the second clip has no automation. So just rename it no automation. And then I'm going to just color coordinate it. What I'm doing here then is I'm going to freeze Diva. So the reason I start with the filter at the beginning, you don't even need the beat actually, is just get rid of a couple of these. What we can do instead of put that beat in is we could put a nice quiet shaker in. So we just search for shakers, or you can download them from Splice, of course. I've got quite a few in here.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won. Say I miss you, but I don't make an effort. I know that you dream of having me in your arms. I would know.
So at this point here, I think we'll just bring that kick in here. So let's just hear it again.
Say I miss you, but I don't make an effort.
Maybe in here.
I know that you dream of having me in your arms. I would know.
So at this point, just get that compressor at the end of the chain, and then the Transient Master. It does sound a bit flat.
I know you need to. I know you need to. I know that you dream.
Perfect. So actually, this has worked out really well because you can just sort of tell at this point here that it's going to kick off again. And what we need here is bass line. Just use a preset for now.
Say I miss you, but I don't make an effort. I know that you dream of having me.
So detune both of these. Okay, so at this point we want a punchy bass, and I know just the thing for that. And I'm sorry you're just here for Ableton, because I'm about to bring up another VST, and this is Spire. Love it. For punchy basses, you can't really get any better, to be honest. Now, I just punch stuff. It's very loud. Let's bring that down a bit. Sorry for blasting your ears. Any of the presets are good. Just going to go to any of the bass presets. Try this one. So just for the purposes of just trying it, reduce the volume even more.
Dream of having me.
So I'm not worried about the notes, I'm worried about the rhythm. So as you can tell, I can't play for shit.
Dream of having me in your arms. Like when I was a child. Dream of having me. Dream of.
So I finally got some decent sounds from Spire, so let's just have a quick listen. So I'm going to just group that instrument. So I'm going to have a second layer of instrument on here. So I'm going to duplicate what's in Spire. I'm going to bring Serum into the picture because I just want that plucky sound. Decent, okay-ish kind of sound. What I'm going to do now is the bass is a bit boring, so I'm just going to change those second, third, fourth, fifth notes. I'm going to just move them, nudge them a bit earlier. I'm going to just raise every second note up an octave. So at the end there, the song is pretty short. We're just going to add another little...
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won. Say I miss you, but I don't make an effort.
So we might want to just continue the kick there at this point. Let's just see what it sounds like.
Say you'll be sick, but it's not true. I won. Say I miss you, but I don't make an effort.
So that's cool, and then we're going to just get that punchy bass bit and this little bit in here going right at this point.
Miss you, but I don't make an effort. Dream of.
So that sounds weird, but I'm going to fix that because that last bit doesn't need to be there, if that makes sense. Just so you'll know what I'm doing once I finished it.
I miss you, but I know that you dream of.
Maybe just get rid of all of this actually. And we just have that intro bit there. So there is where the vocal comes in. And we just want to kill all the sounds at that point there. So we know it's changing. There's a transition.
I want. I know that you dream of having me in your arms. Like when I was a child, I know you need to. I know you need to. Tell me what you wanna. Having me.
And then we just bring that chord thing in again here. And then we just bring it in at the end, but we're just going to bring in the end just with without the kick. B. There you go.
Tell me what you wanna be.
So we've got the ending there. It's almost 3 minutes. It's about good sort of time for a song. So at this point here, you can even tell, I mean, I've just literally, there's no compression. The compression's on the wrong piece there.
Tell me what you
There's no
wanna
EQ.
be.
We just need the EQ in there. We just want some basic, just a touch of compression.
Tell me what you wanna be. Tell me what you wanna be.
And there's absolutely no there's no reverb in this.
Tell me what you wanna dream of. Having me in your arms.
So the first one is reverb, so it's a Valhalla reverb, and the second one's echo, it's delay. So a good, nice little trick with the reverb is to use a side chain, just a very simple side chain, just on the reverb, and just listen to the difference. Just a bit more ear candies. There, you can get this imager thing for free. I've got the Ozone 9 imager, so I might as well use that. This just gives it a bit of polish. You just click on the stereo button. It's actually, let's just use a preset. Enhance space, click on stereo, just reduce the lower bit and just the higher bits. Increase them. Let's do that. So the imager really makes you, increases the volume, so you can actually reduce it further.
I know that you dream of having me in your arms.
Okay, so a bit of, so the actual vocal sounds like shit. I mean, to me it does anyway, but I've used the best warping possible in Ableton, so it's actually the source isn't the best. But once again, we're going to throw this vocal away. We're going to use it just for the instrumental and just get different vocal on it. So a bit more nice ear candy, so we can do things like transitions. So some FX sounds, there you go. So you've got uplifters. This one will do, this is fine. So just use that there. These don't need warp, not initially anyway. That's in the wrong place. So you can use that kind of all over the place, wherever there's like a little break. So there's like another one here, for example. Just use it here. Now we can use it even at the end. And the other thing you can do, which is really nifty, is you can copy that and reverse it. So you can end the song with that. And you can also start the song with that as well. So let's just start the song here. Just put it all over the place. So you can reverse it and just put it wherever you want. So there's something also that I like called impacts. So I'm just going to use impacts within reason. You can use them to just give a bit more of an effect. So let's just do that again here actually. Just to give it a bit more punch when you've got the transition. I know that you dream of. And you can actually use it even when it's quieter, like even around here. Spire doesn't just have great basses, it's got great plucks. So let's just listen to, I'm just going to solo this pluck bit. So that's not too bad. I'll just reduce them by an octave. So that higher thing can just go back down. Just go, whoa boy, go back down into your cage. So I finally found a pluck that's kind of reasonable. I would normally I could spend 30 minutes looking for the right sounds, but just for this tutorial, I'm going to just do it a bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is, you can hear what it sounds like there. I'm just going to get rid of it because I want it to sort of build the track up. So I want it to start pretty bare like this. And then it comes in later. So it's okay as a sound. So basically, we've got a 3-minute song here. I'm going to just save it. I'm going to call it new instrumental, because that's what it is. And that vocals just doesn't need to be there, and you can start writing the song. You can almost copy it a little bit and just change it a bit, or you could just hand this over to a vocalist and just say, here you go, I've got a song, it's fully completed, it's fully structured, just take it and see what you can do with it. So there ends this training, this tutorial. I really hope it was useful, and yeah, I just hope that you can do the same thing. And I'd love to hear your music. Actually, if you use this technique, just get in touch with me or send something in the comment or a link to your track. Love to hear it. So thanks a lot, guys. Bye.